humanitarian. I mean, my first thought was, does this mean a person who eats humans? A vegetarian eats vegetables, a humanitarian might eat humans. But I thought of that word, humanitarian. And there's a word in English, to tarry. And I looked it up in the dictionary, to tarry, to stay, to find out. Isn't that lovely? To linger, abide, remain, wait, to stay in a place. Humanitarian, to tarry on a need. You see a need and you don't go, You stick around and wonder what you can do.
When I was a little kid, I remember working and trying to save money. And money was something that people talked about a lot. I wanted to get my mom a mink coat one day, have a big Cadillac. And then, as I grew older, I just noticed that the people who were the happiest were not the people with the most money. So it's pretty simple. Since the people who are the happiest are the people who seem to be concerned about helping other people, I wanted to be one of them.
People want juicy. A lot of times they take drugs to try to find juicy. And you're on the drug. It's called giving. Giving your love and help for other people. Radiate your glee. Why don't you just wiggle your arms in your face and show that love, that juicy love of humanitarian juice. Holy smoke, it feels good. Oh, I want some of that. Ow!
What this conference and other conferences can do is give a lot of people out there the opportunity to realize that when they have an idea, or that they will have ideas, that they can actually make it happen, instead of just sort of thinking about it and then getting discouraged because you think, oh, I'm not as big as an organization like CARE or the Red Cross or UNICEF or Doctors Without Borders. But a lot of those organizations, of course, started small. But what we have at a conference like this is hundreds of small efforts around the world being showcased in a way that inspires you to put your own inspiration into effect and your own vision into reality.
It not only inspires other people to do this type of work, but it also creates synergy. So when one person's doing something that's really innovative, another person who's doing something similar can learn from that person, and they can join forces.
People really got inspired by the connections that they made with other people doing things, and it gave them renewed energy to continue to do what they're doing. They saw how their effort was a part of a bigger, massive, worldwide effort by individuals trying to make a difference. Just like you've got a lot of different cells that go into creating one whole organ, you may not be aware of what all the different important roles and what your role is, as well as the important roles of all these other small little efforts going on.
You try to infect everywhere, and you believe that the millions of people in this second working for it, you feel they're on your team. Yeah. So you're never going, oh God, it's really hard. Oh boy, I'm all by myself trying to change the world.
One of the things that was really important that emerged from the summit was the cross-connections, the cross-pollination between different organizations.
We're here at the Emory University Global Health and Humanitarian Summit, and right now I'm standing here with Yusuf Haruna from Ghana outside his mobile clinic. Do you think you could tell us a little bit more about it?
Yes. This bus here was purchased to serve as a mobile clinic in Ghana, to go to rural areas in Ghana to provide healthcare screening. The bus basically will go from town to town within a 50-mile radius of the regional capitals in Ghana.
We are already active in Ghana, where this bus is heading, so we're very excited about the potential progress that our two organizations can make with this bus in the diagnostics and pacemaker industry. And we also look forward to hopefully transferring this idea into other countries as well, and that way we can make this a really global impact.
What I got from it, I think more than anything else, of course, was meeting a lot of different people that do humanitarian work of all types. I met a lady from Kenya, and I told her that I was soon going to make a trip to Kenya because we've had an organization there that wants us to come and train their women in the villages to become a volunteer group. Well, it so happened that this lady's father is a retired school principal that lived right near the village where I'm going to start working. So with that contact, we're ready to start our work, and probably will cut a year or so off of the development that we would have had to have done.
One of the things that I've found is my ministry with the homeless. I've developed something called a homeless buddy kit. I was promoting the buddy kit before, but now I'm involved with the Presbyterian Church, and I would not be if it were not for the summit.
MD Junior has been able to kind of target 3 main new projects. The first is MD Junior is working in collaboration with another organization to start Leadership for a Healthier World, targeting childhood obesity. The second is a mentorship program in Dallas, Texas, and that event is next week. And then the third is MD Junior, as a result of the summit, has been able to volunteer plenty of times at MedSure and also plans to do that in the future.
Someone had said, there's a fellow from Cameroon, he needs a place to stay. So 2 different times I took a piece of paper to the planning meeting and I said, does anyone have a place for this gentleman from Cameroon? Out of it came a woman who not only agreed to keep Tonto, but she actually had him bring his girlfriend.
I'm Dieudonné Tanto Mfoba, and you can call me Farmer Tanto.
I'm Farmer Tanto's fiancé. So I've been working with Farmer for 5 years as a volunteer. It was due to this conference that I got connected with Lisa. Lisa is someone who has a heart of humanity.
Quinte is now staying at my house for about 6 weeks, and she drove a car for the first time today, and we worked on Google Docs. But we're looking at things that she's never been exposed to in Africa, and how we can have teachings from here go back to her village and Tanta's village. And we're learning tremendous things from her we have an organic farm where I live, and some other things that she's been already teaching people in the 3 days she's been there.
One more thing that came out was a donor gave a very handsome check to this young man so that he can continue his work.
But I believe that one day the whole world will be impacted from the grassroots programs we're doing in Africa.
With this humanitarian conference, we are not able, with all these people who have this heart of help, this helping heart, to come together.
Hello, humanity!
Hello, humanity!